Hey everyone, it's Coolkid here, and I know I'm late with this, but still, back for another One Piece chapter review. Chapter 1049. And well, when I first read this chapter, I thought, is this the end? The end between the Luffy versus Kaido fight? And also, I thought this was a pretty good chapter, so yeah. But before getting on with the chapter review, I just want to explain why this video came out so late. So the main reason why this chapter review came out so late was because that my charger from my laptop unfortunately broke and stopped working, so that delayed the chapter review. And actually, right around when it broke, I was almost done with the chapter review. Not quite, but almost. But then it broke. So yeah, I had to get a new charger for my laptop, as you can see here. But another thing that also delayed the chapter review was the fact that I had lost my SD card that had the video footage for the chapter review, so I have to re-record all that, which you can see right here. Yeah, so I have to re-record all that and, delay the chapter review. And heck, even right now, at this point when I'm recording this, the next chapter, chapter 1050 is already out. And, someone else probably would have just gone on to chapter 1050 and done that chapter review, which I still plan to do, but there are things in this chapter I definitely want to talk about and discuss. So yeah, I am definitely still doing chapter 1049 chapter review, and probably sometime after I record this I'll move on to chapter 1050. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. So let's get started with the chapter review. But of course, as always, we must start with the cover page, which is continuing on with the Germa 66 an Emotionless Excursion, Volume 11. Why? The book in the lab is burning up, freeing the brothers. So yeah, basically the book is burning up, which is freeing both Yonji and Niji, I believe. Yeah, both freeing up Yonji and Niji, and I would presume this fire is coming from Ichi? Yeah, Ichi's the one with the fire ability. So yeah, I mean that's all I have to literally say about that. I really don't got much else to say other than it's probably Ichi and the brothers are being freed. So yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I could not just be saying a lot about it because I really want to talk about, the main chapter itself. So the chapter continues on from last time with both Luffy and Kaido clashing, with one Luffy's gigantic fist and the other Kaido's flaming body. Which actually, we see at the start of this chapter that Kaido's actually biting down on Luffy's gigantic fist. So yeah, that's interesting. But then Kaido tells Luffy that, well done, you fought hard to reach this point, but you cannot change the world. And then we go to the thing that I'm sure everyone has been waiting for. It's Kaido's flashback. You can see why I am excited to talk about this chapter here. But yeah, just to say a couple things before we get on to the Kaido flashback is, one, it's not a full flashback or anything. It's only like a couple of pages long, so, there's to that. And also, another thing is, in this flashback, we jump through time a bunch of times, so I'll try to keep up when I can, but, just a word of warning. So yeah, Kaido's flashback starts when he's at the age of 10, and I'm guessing some random person's like, he did it. He's only 10 years old, but Kaido's already become the ultimate soldier. And Kaido's like, I want more combat. And then we jump to 48 years ago in the Vaca Kingdom, which already there we jump from 10 to I believe at this point this would be 13. Yeah, he's now 13 years old in the Vodka Kingdom. And then we got someone, I presume the king or someone maybe. It's like, our country can't stop going to war now. We have to win and loot the enemy to pay our heavenly tribute. Otherwise, they'll take our human rights. And Kaido's like, why does anyone bother with the celestial dragons anyway? And they're like, knock it off, Kaido. Well, anyway, we're enlisting you to join the Navy because our country has no idea what to do with you. And freaking Kaido's like, what the hell? Why the heck should I even be a stupid government lapdog? And then we got some, I don't know, like marine or government officials like, in exchange for the custody of Kaido, this country will receive the right to attend to the next reverie. And he's like, you shouldn't even use me as some dumb political pawn. And then next page is literally just Kaido escapes. Kaido gets a wide poster. And then, okay, I find this one kind of funny, where it's like, we captured Kaido. And there's like, oh, he escaped again? And it's like, he gets caught whenever he gets hungry. This is a prison ship, not a cafeteria. I don't know. I just kind of find that funny, where it's like Kaido's like, man, I could really use some food. Well, time to get captured, break out, just steal the prison ship's, food rations or whatever, and escape. I don't know. I find that kind of funny. So then we go to 44 years ago on Pirate Island, which we obviously know that's where Blackbeard's home base is right now in this story. But yeah, 44 years. That would make Kaido, I believe, yeah, he would be 15 at this point. And then we see him just beat down some random ass pirates, and people are like, he's so strong. Who the hell is this guy? He's only 15 years old. And then we got a young Whitebeard coming in. He's like, hey, you little snot, you want to be a pirate? Rox wanted to meet you. What'd you say? And next scene is just some random person being like, Kaido, join the Rox Pirates. They're unstoppable now. And then this next scene, I presume this is right around when, the God Valley incidents took place, where we got just a mysterious silhouette person who I presume to be Rox. Maybe it's not. But yeah, this mysterious silhouette person, I presume who to be Rox, is like, big trouble, Kaido. Come with me. We're going to God Valley. Ooh. And next scene, we completely skip over God Valley with, some random people over here like, the Rock Pirates are no more. What the kind of joke is this? They got monsters of all kind on there. Apparently, it was just some random sailor named Garp who did it. Nah, they couldn't just stand each other. No teamwork in that group at all. Whatever, Ava. But, continuing on, next scene is Big Mom saying, like, where did you go, Kaido? You freaking big rat? Then next, the flashback goes 10 years after the God Valley incident with Higurashi, I believe? Higurashi, which Higurashi is talking to Kaido right now, and Higurashi says, in 10 years since that incident, you become the embodiment of might, Kaido. Kill. Throughout human history, sheer might has solved all problems. Of course it has. Humans are animals. Survival of the fittest is the law of nature, and Kaido's like, you're damn right about that. And Higurashi continues saying, and the other rock remnants will make a name for themselves too, I'm sure. Weapons are what speak loudest in the world that we live in. And I got a deal for you that you want to hear about. Q. Ooh, yeah, and obviously that deal is, everything with Wano and stuff. And then In the next panel, we go with Kaido and him talking to the rest of the Beast Pirates. He's like, we're going to take all of those pampered, noble-born rulers and drag them out from their ivory thrones down to the battlefield with us. That's what I called equality and freedom. A world where war decides a man's true worth. So yeah, we got that there, and then the next scene, we got Kaido talking to King, and he was like, I wonder where that kid heard it. You know, Yamato dropped Joy Boy's name. And King's surprised about that. And Kaido continues saying, apparently it was Odin's desire to open the country to welcome Joy Boy, as if it heard the same man that we've been waiting for, King. Then I think I know who Joy Boy is. And King's like, who is he then? And then that ends the flashback there. So obviously later on in the video I'll be talking more about this flashback here. But I guess to one important detail I just want to say before moving on is Higurashi. That I feel like Higurashi has more worth than we originally thought, but yeah. So then continuing on, we get out of the flashback. Kaido and Luffy are still clashing. We actually see the last CP0 member who, you know, used to be in the indestructible reception room, just you know, skywalking the hell away from freaking Onigashima. I'm pretty sure at this point he's like, oh, yeah, I know what's going to happen. Time to skedaddle the hell the way out of here. And I presume he's walking back to the world government ships. That's honestly what I would think. But, yeah, then we go to Momonosuke and Yamato. And Yamato is like, Luffy will win. I know he will. So do it, Momonosuke. And Momonosuke is like, come forth, flame clouds! Then inside of Onigashima, we got Raizo and Jinbei saying, save everyone! Water of Zo! And then, you know, we see just a bunch of scenes throughout Onigashima of, you know, people being swept up by this water. I won't go through all of them. Actually, one interesting one I definitely do want to go through is we just see a small scene of both Robin and Brooke sinking in this, I guess, huge wave. Well, I mean, it makes sense because, you know, they literally are Devil Fruit users, so they might drown. Probably won't happen. Probably won't. Yeah, more scenes of it. And then we go back with Denjiro and Hiyori, where Denjiro is saying, you're so strong, so brave for all these years. Lady Hiyori with just in the background Orochi's flaming head, who I presume is dead. I mean, we gotta agree at this point. Orochi, it's gotta be dead, right? Yeah, it's gotta be dead. And then we go to back in, well, we're still inside of Onigashima, where just some random person's like, does it feel like the island is falling? And then we see on the outside that Onigashima, the flame clouds have disappeared completely. And Yamato's like, whoa, my god, the flame clouds are going down. We're going down. Onigashima is falling. And then we got back up to Luffy and Kaido's clash. And Kaido's like, what kind of world do you want to create, Straw Hat? And then we go back to Momonosuke and a last-ditch effort. It's like, come forth, flame clouds! And then suddenly, Momonosuke is able to summon forth flame clouds and starts pulling the island away. And Luffy's response to what kind of world you want to create, Straw Hat, Luffy's like, I'll make a world where my friends can eat as much food as they want. And Luffy brings down this giant fist down towards Kaido and just, bam, knocks him all the way down to the ground. And then we see, which, okay, when I first was reading this, I thought, oh, Kaido fall down in the same hole as the one Big Mom did. But no, it's actually a completely different hole. Actually, he falls down in a hole like, how would I describe this? Like, where he falls down in a hole that's shaped like a sparkling dragon. Like, oh, I know a perfect way how to describe this. So, you know how in like Looney Tunes and Roadrunner and stuff where, you know, after a character falls down a cliff, they make like a hole, but the hole is in the shape of that character? Yeah, that's a good way of describing it, right? Yeah. So yeah, Kaido literally falls down, plummeting down his own hole, and we got Kaido thinking back about the past, and he's like, King, I know who Joy Boy is. Who is he? Well, he's the man who shows up to beat me in the future. Well, in that case, I suppose we'll never get to meet him. And then the next scene is literally Onigashima slowly falling down to safety. No crash landings or nothing. And Momonosuke falling down after just him just being so damn tired. And Luffy falling out of the sky, and chapter ends. Oh boy. Yeah, I do really like this chapter. Which I guess before getting into the discussion, one thing I absolutely gotta say is, okay, so at this point when I'm recording it, the next chapter, chapter 1050 has come out. So here's how I'll do it. If I talk about anything that might happen next chapter, it's more along the lines of, you know, right around when this chapter came out, these are my thoughts and my feelings, or what I might have thought that might happen next. It's no confirmation of being like, oh my god, Kaido's been defeated next chapter or something. It's nothing like that. It's all it is. It's just, you know, what were my thoughts at the time? It might have been true. It might have been not. But, you know, which was the first thing I want to talk about? Definitely want to talk about the whole Kaido flashback. Yeah. The whole Kaido flashback with, you know, him growing up in a war-torn country, which actually has a lot of similarities to Bullet. Actually, yeah, it has similarities to Bullet's flashback, you know, Bullet from Stampede. It's a very similar backstory with that. And honestly, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really see that until I saw people's like chapter reviews where I'm like, oh yeah, I see where you would get that. But yeah, back to it. Kaido growing up in the war-torn country, and you know, that makes a lot of sense for his, you know, later on philosophy, and him, you know, growing up in the Vaka Kingdom. And actually, another thing I want to talk about is the whole thing with the Heavenly Tribute, because as we can see in the flashback, the Vaka Kingdom literally only went to war and just loot so they can pay the Heavenly Tribute. And I think this shows, one, how much the world nobles just do not care about the rest of the world. All they really care is, you know, just getting their money, getting their Heavenly Tribute. And two, it shows how, you know, a bunch of these, I guess, islands and countries just are so desperate because, you know, around in the world, there's still a bunch of pirates around, and, you know, they need that protection. So, you know, it just really shows how desperate and how much, you know, all these countries are willing to do just for any kind of protection. And also even, I guess, to the point of, you know, literally, you know, turning in Kaido so he can be a Marine, so the Vaka Kingdom can attend the reverie. Yeah. Which, actually, I do kind of find it funny where it's like Kaido, you know, gets turned into, you know, being a Marine, and he literally escapes almost instantly. And I'm like, I wonder if the king's like, so yeah, Kaido escaped, but we still gotta see on the next reverie, right? And I wonder about that. And also, I think I said this earlier, I still kind of find it funny. It's like Kaido, you know, he only gets captured within like what, like for a 2-year time span, he gets captured and breaks out a bunch of times just because, man, I'm hungry. Oh well, time to be captured by the Marines again. I mean, it could be that, or it could just be that he is literally so hungry, so out of energy, he can't really do much. He needs more food. But I don't know. I find it more comedical if it's like, man, I'm hungry. Well, time to be captured by the Marines again. And yeah, and actually the whole thing with, Whitebeard telling him like, hey, join up with the Rocks crew. Actually, that's very interesting because, like, I don't know. I always I always thought that Big Mom was the one that was like, hey, you should join the Rocks crew. Not freaking, Whitebeard. Whitebeard is the one who, man, that is just, freaking crazy to think. And I guess I'll say here, because I know some people were a little disappointed with this whole flashback because, we didn't get to see certain moments. Like, we still don't know who Yamato's mom is, or really the origin, or, the exact, like, his birth parents or whatever, what his relation with, the race of Onis, or even the God Valley incident. And look, here's the thing. Obviously, I already knew they were skipping the God Valley probably in a flashback, because I knew that. And I feel like that stuff we might to get, at a later point we might get to see that or learn about that. But I feel like at this point, all this flashback is just showing us what exactly, the reasons why, one, as we can see through Igarashi, why Kaido went to Wano, and everything that kind of built his thinking, his philosophy on life, as later on in the chapter, what he determines equality and freedom is through war. The one who wins, shall get the equality, shall get the freedom. And heck, even early on, we see him just questioning, like, why should we even listen to those damn celestial dragons anyway? What's the point? And him later on, it's like, we're going to take off those pampered, noble-born rulers. The ones that should, gain anything, gain their true freedom, is the ones who is the strongest. The one who wins. So it really, it's, I more or less this flashback is getting on what exactly is Kaido's philosophy in, all this, and butting up against Luffy's. And also a little hint on Joy Boy's name. Well, I know who Joy Boy is. Ooh, the one who will defeat me. Yeah. So there's that. Oh wait, I didn't really talk about much about... Okay, next thing I want to talk about with Kaido's flashback is Big Mom like, where did you go, Kaido? You big rat! I feel like, that'll probably get more detail whenever we learn about, the God Valley incident or anything. But, I don't know, from this it presumed that, I guess Kaido and Big Mom were, going to be teaming up together. And, I don't know, Kaido decided to not do that after the God Valley incident. I don't know, maybe Big Mom was like, okay, I'll give you this devil fruit so you can escape. But, we're together, man. Two peas in a pod or whatever. But, that's interesting. And then we got the whole scene with Higurashi, who, obviously leads to Higurashi telling a plan with, everything with Orochi and everything on Wano. But the thing is, with Higurashi, that, I don't know, just the way that Higurashi is able to, freely go out of Wano, because, obviously that's not a very easy thing for the citizens of Wano, and just go in and out very freely. And two, Higurashi knows about, the goddamn Rocks crew and, the God Valley incident and everything. It just, I don't know, it just makes me feel like, because, like, I've heard those theories on how Higurashi could be a member of the Rocks crew, or heck, even be like a CP0 member, which maybe. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Higurashi actually turns out to be part of the Rocks crew. Honestly, that would be pretty cool because we really don't know much about the Rocks crew. I'm hoping will be confirmed to be part of the Rocks crew. I just want that confirmation. I just want that confirmation. And God, I guess I just have the feeling that we'll be seeing more of Higurashi, maybe in flashback territory, and Higurashi definitely has some kind of more importance, possibly later on in the story that we'll see. I don't know. I just got that feeling with everything like that. So yeah, and I guess that's really all to say about the flashback. I do like this flashback. It's a nice small like 4? Yeah, it's about a 4-page flashback, and I do like it. And there's definitely more details that we want to learn about. I think we might get a Kaido flashback later on. I don't know when, but I feel like we might get more to Kaido flashback because we still gotta know Yamato's mom. That's definitely something we got to know in the future, and we're definitely getting a God Valley incident flashback. I don't know if it's through Roger's perspective or Rox's perspective, but either way, I feel like we will get that kind of information later on. Then we got the CP0 agent who is skedaddling away. Because, I'm sure at that point, the CP0 agent was like, okay. Either one of two things go down. Luffy knocks down Kaido, or, goddamn Kaido burns him alive and everyone else. And I'm pretty sure at this point the CP0 agent was like, okay, more than anything, it's most likely Luffy is going to win. I am almost 100% sure. I am guaranteeing that, Luffy's going to win this battle, dude. I gotta escape now and, probably tell the Gorosei or whatever. Oh, God, wait a minute. He's gotta tell the Gorosei. Ooh, okay. He probably is, the Gorosei I know are going to definitely not like that. And he's probably going to be hesitant. And it's like, hey, Gorosei, I got some bad news. So, the Straw Hat, he's awakened to the true power of the Gum fruit. Oh my God, the Gorosei are going to be so freaking pissed about that. But, yeah, I do have to agree with one thing, the whole thing in the middle with the, I guess showing the wave throughout Onigashima. Honestly, I probably agree with a lot of people that, that shouldn't have been there, or not shouldn't have been there, but I think, honestly, it should, that whole situation probably could put down to 1 page or a page and a half in my opinion, but whatever, that's what Oda likes to do, because I know Oda sometimes in these chapters, because I do know sometimes he likes to, transition to seeing everyone react to one situation. It's just a thing that Oda likes to do. And then, so I do want to talk about the whole thing about, the flames disappearing off of Onigashima. Because I've heard 2 school of thoughts on this. One, literally the water from Zoe's water, literally, takes out the flame clouds, or either it's because Kaido is pretty much run out backup strike, and he's literally putting everything to the clash between Luffy and Kaido. So it could be one of those 2 things. And I mean honestly, I don't know. I kind of like to think the water from Zoe literally took out the flame clouds. Because I don't know, because when you said flame clouds, I didn't think of them actual flames, but I guess that would kind of make sense that these flame clouds could be dispersed by water, just like regular flames, but yeah, that's interesting. And Momonosuke suddenly being able to somehow the flame clouds, which I don't know. I felt like it was eventually going to be at this point because literally we've been seeing throughout chapters and chapters of him struggling. And I honestly kind of expected for it to be like, okay, Momonosuke, last minute, getting those flame clouds out. But, yeah, and Luffy, okay, and the whole scene with Luffy, with Bam and Kaido, so cool. And him, his line of, I want to create a world where my friends can eat as much food as possible. And I know this sounds silly and ridiculous, but it makes sense. It totally makes sense for the character of Luffy with, everything that I guess he stands for. And, this even pertains to his possibly this being his his true, I guess, goal, his true dream he wants to accomplish. Sure, being king of the pirates is one of them, but what he really wants to accomplish is to create a world where his friends can eat as much as they want. Which, yeah, I mean, it definitely could be. Honestly, I would believe it. And I guess just to kind of repeat myself, just like how I think Gear 5 makes sense and how, the story of One Piece and everything, it fits perfectly. It fits, Luffy's character and everything. This whole thing declaring that he wants to create a world where his friends can eat as much food as they want. It is so Luffy. Honestly, it fits perfectly for, I guess, this story of One Piece. And, freaking Kaido is knocked down into the ground, just like Big Mom, so, yeah, and, freaking Onigashima falls down safely, and Kaido's falling down a hole, and Luffy's falling down, so, yeah, okay. I gotta be honest here, because I do like the shot. I did like the fight in the end, and I did give my opinions about the flashback, how, I did like the flashback. Sure, I would have liked it longer and more stuff, but, I thought it was a nice, good flashback, and some people, I don't know, some people just don't, because, like, I know some people didn't like this chapter, but I think that's due to the fact that, they didn't get like a, like a whole page, like, 80% of this chapter was Kaido flashback. I think that's what people wanted. Sure, that's what I wanted to, but we weren't. I mean, Oda wasn't going to do that, and I'm sure in the upcoming chapters, Oda will spread out more information about Kaido's past, and we'll get to it. But this whole final step of the clash, I personally liked it, but the question is this the end of the fight? Is it the end of the Kaido versus Luffy fight? Well, okay. I gotta be vague here, because just to repeat myself again, I'll give you my thoughts and theories that at the time of this chapter came out, what I thought of, but this may or may not be true of the upcoming chapters. So when this chapter first came out, I don't know, something about it just was like, well, Luffy knocking out Kaido, it feels like this should be the end, but I don't know. And, I kept thinking about it at the time, and I'm like, well, I think more than anything, it's probably, I thought that way just for the sole reason, because I remember Oda saying in a statement that he was like, he just doesn't want, Luffy versus Kaido to end in one gigantic fist, but more than anything, it's most likely to be, this is most likely the end of the fight with, Luffy punching Kaido down, which I know that's making people second guess themselves, so yeah. But I mean, hey, you never know. Next chapter could literally be, I don't know, Kaido jumping back up and Luffy, I don't know, coming back up with using one more last attack, but, Luffy ending this fight, it's a very Luffy thing. And I mean, I know Oda said he wanted to end this fight a more unique way, but like, what the hell else would Luffy do? We ended with like a gigantic red hawk. Well, I mean, to be fair, Luffy made a gigantic fist that had lightning and I guess conquers Hockey Lightning. So yeah, that's unique-ish for Luffy, I guess. But yeah, that's probably. I mean, honestly, just next chapter, just like what happened with the Zoro and Queen fight. Not this. I mean, the Zoro versus King fight and the Queen versus Sanji fight. Next chapter will probably open up with like the winner of the winner of Onigashima is Luffy. Kaido is defeated. Probably something along the lines of that, or maybe not. I don't know. God, it's hard not to try to spoil. But those were my general thoughts around the time of, when this chapter came out, and obviously, even after Kaido's defeat, Wano is not over. I mean, maybe Act 3 will end next chapter. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? But, yeah, we got freaking Kaido. No, not Kaido. But, I mean, even after Kaido's defeat, we still got, like, plenty of other contenders we have to deal with. One, when we have to deal with those goddamn drunk-ass citizens who didn't notice anything. Oh my god, like seriously, at this point, I am just surprised they didn't notice shit. Like, they didn't notice an island fall. Like, yeah, I mean, I know Oda was like, well, yeah, but, it's blocked by these dark, stormy clouds. Yeah, but, you seriously telling me, Big Mom falling, they didn't feel no tremor, the island, falling won't have landed safely. But, yeah, they didn't feel the impact of Kaido? Man, the people must be fucking drunk out of their goddamn mind. But, yeah, what was I saying earlier? Oh, yeah, we still got to contend with, telling probably the citizens everything, what's happened. We got to deal with literally all the people, all the world government ships just outside Wano. And, not just that. And also, I know some people are saying, what about Zunisha? I mean, well, last time I checked, Zunisha was just standing there. And, I don't know, maybe Momonosuke would be like, just knock down those ships, we'll be fine. But, I mean, who knows, really? Who knows? There's just... I still think that even though, the big bad's gone, we still got plenty of stuff to deal with Wano. And it literally, I'm telling you, it's not just wrapped up. We're not going to just wrap up chapters yet. No, we still got plenty of stuff to deal with. And, that's just what I think, in my personal opinion. And that's what I thought at the time. And, yeah, I guess that's really it. Just to repeat myself again, I keep saying that phrase, but I did like this chapter. I like the Kaido flashback, even though I agree with a lot of people. I would like to have a bigger Kaido flashback, but I liked it and all the thing and how the fight ended and everything. I just like this chapter. I think this was a very, very good chapter, and I do not, and to spoil anything, but if this is the end of the fight, truly, if this is truly the end of the fight, I definitely enjoyed it. I think the fight that we got between Gear 5 Luffy and Kaido and everything with what we got here, I think this was an enjoyable way to end the fight. This was not I will say this was not a not dishonorable, disappointing way to end the fight. I think, even though I'm sure some people say there could be a better way to end it, this is a not half bad way to end this fight finally, with the Emperor, with the Yonko out. Actually, shit, we gotta deal with Kaido, because, Kaido's not dead, he's knocked down, but to be fair, maybe he's knocked down so below it doesn't even matter. So I don't know. We still gotta deal with what to deal with Kaido afterwards. But yeah. Anything else I really want to say? I just like this chapter. I did. I absolutely do not think because I know some people just did not like it. I think it doesn't deserve that flag. It is a very solid, good chapter. It's a very One Piece way to end a fight, flashback and all. But yeah, I guess that's really it. Other than me saying for the last time, definitely love this chapter. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. My chapter, not chapter review, but yeah, my not chapter. But yeah, my chapter review for chapter 1050 should be coming out sometime soon after this. I mean, honestly, not right after I record this video, but probably like a little bit afterwards, I'll start recording my chapter review for 1050. And oh boy, well, I guess you want to know. Well, I guess I'll see you guys next time when we'll see if this is truly at the end. Is this the end? Well, you have to see next time to find out. Yeah. So yeah, end of the chapter. Ah, fuck. One of my wall scrolls is out of focus. Wait, is that one out of focus? Wait. Let me just change this shit. Yeah, that's better. What the hell? Was it always out of focus? Ah, god damn it. I literally... How the hell did it do that? I literally did it beforehand, where I had actually, just before recording this, I literally did like a test recording, checked everything was, like in focus and everything, and, oh wait, shit, I think I know why. Yeah, because I had the Jaws poster when I did the test recording, and then when I was about to actually start recording, I was like, oh shit, I need to put the, my straw hat, Ukiyo wall scroll up. So yeah, I needed to fix that. That was stupid on me. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you guys doing good? You doing well? Hunter x Hunter came back soon. You should probably see that video. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, boy. I seriously don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but yeah, I don't know. Just a fun way to end this video. I mean, literally all these videos end with me saying random bullshit. I don't know. Even though this chapter review is kind of late, I am kind of glad that I still got to talk about it. Yeah, I still like this chapter. I know I'm just repeating myself in a dead corner, but I like this chapter. I don't think, this is a bad chapter of One Piece at all. And, this is the end to the fight. Because I'm not goddamn telling you anything if it is or if it's not. But if it is, I think this was a good way to end the fight. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. That saying might annoy the shit out of people. It's like, oh my god, Jesus Christ, I already know you read chapter 1050. God damn it, just tell us that Kaido just went back up and he went Super Saiyan 4 and Luffy just went Gear 6. Okay, I'm just being a dickhead right now. So yeah, let's just end this. Let's just end this. I'll see you guys later. That was stupid. I never do that again. Never do that again.